Okay, we're recording now. Anything that you say can be used against you in a court of law. Good morning. Today is session 2 of Seize the Expired and the For Sale by Owners. Happy day, huh? So last week we had a wonderful session. I got to verbally abuse some people, which is always my favorite thing to do. Lynn, I'm going to let you off the hook this week because I think I gave you enough from last week. Janet, you're going to be next for verbal abuse today.
Oh, Lordy.
That's the way it works. Kelly, you never know what's going to happen for you.
Count her in.
Pablo, glad you could join us today.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so last week we had homework, and I'm sure everybody was just thrilled and excited to do homework. Cherie, did you do your homework? Okay, good. Good answer. So let's hear what kind of results we got from everybody's homework. Let's pick on Alicia Taylor first. Good morning. Alicia, you're muted.
No, I'm unmuted. I'm muted.
Okay.
I actually searched for, I guess I had a little trouble with the, as far as the flat fee brokers, and trying to set that up in my MLS. I'd actually gotten with Kelly. We're supposed to get together she's going to help me figure that out.
Oh God, the blind leading the blinder. All right, so we'll move on. Janet, how'd you come out on your homework assignment?
Well, after having Kelly hold my hand, I did okay. Flat fee brokers, I didn't find tons. So I have just a few in there. And the Craigslist, a lot of them, most of them were investor type things. I didn't find a whole lot of just regular old Joe Schmo down the road trying to sell his house. But I do have
a list of the investors.
I did not. I skipped over them.
Are investors legitimate buyers?
Well, I guess they are.
Awesome. All right, Donald, we can now unmute you. Hopefully we won't.
No echo.
Oh, no echo. What'd you do?
I actually, when the system comes up, it brings up 2 screens. So I deleted one of the screens.
Oh, there you go. Okay. How did you come out on your homework? So
I've got 250 expireds just in my area.
Holy cow.
So that's quite a bit, I thought.
Now, is this expireds from flat fee brokers or just expireds completely?
Just in expireds completely, just in the Ocala market.
So you didn't do expireds that came up from flat fee brokers?
I didn't. I'm still working on that.
Okay. That was the assignment, because you get expireds every day.
Yeah.
What we're looking for is expireds from flat fee brokers.
Right. Got that. Understood. I'm working on the flat fee broker side. We don't have a lot in my area. And
let me tell you why. You're looking specifically for that, because flat fee brokers, once they get their fee paid, they're going to put on MLS for the realtor to call the seller directly for showings.
Right.
So that's where you're getting your names and telephone numbers from, is the expired flat fee brokers listings.
Right. Understood.
Okay, cool. Okay, we're moving on. Jaylyn, she's gone to the bathroom. Oh, Jaylyn, hello. There she is. Oh, she's back. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaylyn Kronk.
Okay.
Jaylyn, how was your homework?
Since my internet was really bad with our weather, I was just listening to the recording this morning, and I found 2 flat fee brokerages, but I did not have time yet to go and put it in the contacts.
Okay, but you're going to do that.
I have a question.
Oh.
Are we putting the results of the expireds into the contacts, or just pulling the flat fee brokerage contact information?
You're doing both. You're going to get results because it's time to start calling these people.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Wade Kelly, good morning, Wade. Glad you're with us.
Good morning. I was finally able to find out how to pull flat fee brokers by going to the MLS, and looking for type of agency.
Right.
So I did a search on that, but I haven't set up searches yet for them. I didn't know exactly how I do I set them up as separate as contacts within my MLS?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I haven't done it.
Okay, you're fired. Okay, we're moving on. Marion Scott. Good morning, Marion.
Good morning. Okay, so I'm a failure because I was just
Oh.
like Googling. Sorry, I was just Googling trying to find flat fee brokers in my market, and I didn't realize that on MLS I can try to do search by agency. So I'll try that. So I only found 8, and then of that I only found 18 expireds.
18 is a good number.
Yeah.
18 listings would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Cherie Jackson, my favorite person in the whole world, other than Kelly, of course.
Aw. So I was also having a hard time finding who's flat fee and who wasn't, but I did figure it out. I found one specifically, and I got 90 flat expires from that one brokerage.
Oh my God, where are you located?
In Illinois, Chicago.
That's a lot.
I just did all of Illinois, and I went back a year, like you said.
And do they have telephone numbers? For the
Yeah.
cards?
Yeah, a lot of them do have numbers.
Happy day. Now you've got some people to call, huh?
Yeah.
What are you afraid of, you big chicken?
I've never done any listings, so I'm.
Oh God. Well, you could always wait about a year to start if you want.
No, I want to start now.
Okay, good. Kelly, let's pick on you.
Okay. So I did have my list of all the flat fee brokers.
Yeah.
We Googled that, me and Janet did together. And the reason I didn't call Alicia is because Janet and I were up till probably 10:30 last night trying to figure out how to find these in the MLS, and I could only find one. But I only got 6 expireds from one of these flat fee brokers because the other ones never even showed up in the MLS.
You might have to look it up, not by just the brokerage company, but the listing agent's name.
Okay.
So what y'all probably should do is go back and look at their websites. See who the either the brokerage company is. Like it could be, it's usually a flat fee company, their own brokerage. Like, I can only give you examples. Like in Texas, there's a flat fee brokerage called Creekview Realty. And the guy who is the listing agent for Creekview, his name is something Pratt or something. So if you do a search on him, it'll pull up all his listings, and then you can find out the brokerage ID number and then do a search on the brokerage, because there could be other people in that brokerage. Does that make sense? Yes,
Yeah,
no?
but but remember when I texted you and asked what brokerage code was, and you were like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, brokerage code.
That's what I was asking about.
Oh my God! There's this system. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you. This is a crazy thing. It's crazy. See that little green button right there? That little green with a picture of a phone.
I'm gonna beat you.
It's a great system. If you press it and then dial a number, it's crazy what kind of results you'll get. Okay. Pablo Torres, what kind of results did you get?
I did not. I'm sorry, I did not participate. Did not get to complete the video from last week. But I'm here.
Okay, that's good. So you're a winner. Okay, we'll move on. Michelle, it's your turn.
Hi, yes, I found 50 for sale by owners by the flat fee. Put that into my CRM. I actually have an appointment today.
Oh, hello. Good morning.
Yeah, I didn't really work on the expireds, the flat fee brokers and seem to be quite plentiful.
Really? Where are you located?
Central Florida, Seminole County. I work out of Seminole County.
Sweet. Okay, good. So did you do the whole state or just Seminole County? That's it.
I did my MLS. So I started with my MLS first and then kind of went out of my radius. I started close to where I am and then started going out. I'm not even anywhere near done.
Okay, good. So do you feel like last week's class was effective for you, Michelle?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Considering I have an appointment today, I don't know how it'll go, but I'm ready to go talk. So we'll see how. Yeah.
Okay. We want results next week on what happened. And of course, all of us want a 25% referral fee.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Every single one. So that's 25 times however many people. Okay.
Checks
so
in the mail.
yeah. Okay. Tina Strange. Good morning, Tina. No. You're mute. You're muted, Tina.
Hold on.
Okay. There you
Okay.
go. How'd you do?
Here I am.
Sit back. I'm right in the middle of work stuff. Please, no talking.
Chad, we heard that. Okay,
sorry.
Tina, go ahead.
My son's sick at home, so I'm.
Okay, I'm going to mute you for just a second so we can hear Tina. Tina, go.
No, I found a few. Okay, there's this one group, one company, and they want you to register. I put my information in, and the guy called me, and it was weird. It was with some Clever group, right? Not Clever Investor, it was another Clever. And then I found another company. Now, see, here's the thing. I am in California, though I'm in California, the area I'm in, my MLS is very, like kind of exclusive. So I don't have I don't have access to LA's database, which I probably would have greater results. So I am considering joining that MLS since it's a lot larger than the greater Antelope Valley. The few that I found, I wasn't able to find anything in my system. Everybody is pretty, I went through so when I pulled up the expired listings, I went through each one of those in the notes, and it was pretty much directing everything to the agent. But this is what I can say that came out of all this is I really learned a lot more about the features and the benefits that's available to us with this MLS system. So I did learn some new things in there. And on one of the calls, I did make one call, it was a physical call, and the guy just sent me a text message and said, send me your information, I'll consider.
Sweet. All right. I'm going to have to move on to Chad because we're at 10:20 right now. Chad, what kind of results did you have? Yo, Chad.
I actually was unable to participate last week due, I misplaced the time and I had another commitment, so I didn't even know about it. So. Did
you get the video that I sent from last week?
Yes, but I have not had a chance to review it. I've been kind of slammed with some other things. So.
Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you some different methods to get for sell by owners, names and telephone numbers. For those of you who have been to my FSBO training, this will be a rerun for you. So sit back, drink some coffee, and just sit and listen again for the same information that you've heard before. So let's do a screen share first. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What you've got here is what's called a Google alert. If you go to https://google.com/alerts. This is golden right here. I should charge $1,000 just for this information. So what you do is you can set up a Google alert so that anytime that anything is posted on the internet, you'll get an email from Google to let you know that somebody just posted something. I mean, whatever it is. So I've got 5 Google alerts. I've got for sale by owner. I've got for sale by owner Texas. I've got FSBO Texas. I've got home for sale by owner Texas. And of course, tennis, which has nothing to do with for sale by owners. But I'm a tennis player, so I want to, get updated on everything that happens in the tennis world. So what happens is that you set up a Google alert, and then everything that's posted, anytime a for sale by owner post that they're selling their house on the internet, the Google alert will be notified, and they will send you an email with the ad that the person just placed. So it's a way to get everything that goes on the internet sent to you as soon as it's posted. It's a great system. Okay.
So Robert,
Yes, sir.
on that first for sale by owner, are you getting, I mean, that's pretty broad. Are you getting for sale by owners from in all over the place, or just?
Yes, in your
Because the second one says Texas.
Right. I'm doing the whole thing, all the various. The reason being is that I have an insurance license, so I can sell homeowners in every state. Homeowners.
Oh, okay. So for us, we probably don't want to do just plain generic for sale by owner. We could get.
You want to limit it to the state.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But I just wanted to show you that you can do all of these and set it up based on keywords. So Wade, what city are you in? Or what
I do. Yeah, I'm licensed in Tennessee and Georgia, so I do Chattanooga and then the North Georgia area.
Oh, hell no. No. You're licensed in what state?
I'm sorry, I'm licensed in Tennessee and Georgia.
So you can sell in the entire state of Tennessee.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yes,
and
sir.
You can sell in the entire state of Georgia.
Correct.
So set this up for the entire state.
Okay.
There's no reason that you can't call a for sale by owner in the entire state and get a listing in that state. If you're limiting yourself on just your city, you're losing business. The state has given you permission to sell in the entire state. Take advantage of it. What you've got to learn is how to set that up so that you can legitimately offer value to these for sale by owners, that you can list the properties wherever they are. 5 hours, you can do it.
Yeah, our MLS won't allow us to do that kind of co-listing that you were talking about earlier. So I got to figure out how to get around that.
Okay, I can tell you the workaround on that one. You do a referral to the agent outside of your MLS. So in other words, let's just say that I get a for sale by owner in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Okay, so I've got a listing in Chattanooga, and I call you and say, Wade, I've got a listing that I'm going to refer you to. I want a 50% referral on the listing side, and in exchange, you're going to get all the buyers, and you pay me nothing. Would you take a 50% referral?
Absolutely.
There you go. You just put it on your MLS with a 50% referral. You're also going to give me permission to put it on my MLS and to co-market it in addition to you.
So would I be a co-listing agent, or you would be the co-listing agent in my MLS?
Yes, because it's your listing.
But you're not a member of my MLS, so I wouldn't even put you on the paperwork.
Right, you don't have to. All you got
is just strictly a referral.
You're going to give me a 50% referral on the listing side.
Right.
Permission to put it on my MLS. So I'm going to advertise it as if it was my listing. And then any buyers that come through on your new listing, you get 100% of the buyer's commissions. You pay me no referral fee.
But I don't think my MLS will let me put it in mine unless I'm the listing.
Listen to me, Wade.
Okay.
You are the listing agent in Chattanooga.
So I get a listing agreement signed by the sellers with my name on it and their name on it?
Yes, you're the listing.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I'm gonna send you a referral agreement.
Okay, all right.
Pay a 50% referral fee for giving you a free listing.
Got it. Okay. Got it.
So that's how you get around it. It's a simple process.
Okay.
Did everybody understand that process? Because if you're not doing that, you're losing money big time. Any questions on that one before we move on? And we have blank faces. Okay, let's move on. Okay, next website we're going to go to. So Google Alerts is a place to get for sale by owners. This class is pretty much going to be, we're going to talk about for sale by owners instead of expires. We did expires last week. We're going to talk about how to get for sale by owner names today. Google Alerts won't work for expireds unless you keep a track of all the FSBOs and then tag them for future reference. So I'm trying to open up a program that I've got.
Am I still here?
We can hear you. Yeah. You
Okay,
came
good.
on twice. We lost you twice and then you came back twice.
Yeah, I got a phone call. It knocked me off, so I thought I was gone.
How rude of them. What are they doing calling you while you're on the webinar? Okay, y'all bear with me. We're running slow here. Probably because I got so many things open at one time. Oh my God. Okay, so what I'm fixing to show you now is a website. It's actually a program that you can purchase where you can do a search on Craigslist, Zillow, and some other websites on where to get free for sale by owner leads so that you don't have to pay for Red X. Is anybody using any kind of while that loads, I'll come back to that. Is anybody using any kind of dialing system, or are you using a manual telephone like a cell phone? Anybody using like Mojo Dialer or anything like that?
It's manual telephone.
You're doing manual.
I have Mojo, but I haven't been using it lately.
Why not?
Because I haven't been calling lately.
Way to go.
Yeah.
What the hell? What are you doing? Hey, how's that car? I like your car. You got sunroofs? Okay, good. I love when people make videos from their cars on Facebook. This just drives me crazy. I'm gonna give you a hard time, Carrie. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the referral deal because that's really important. Does anybody have any questions on how to physically set that up? Kelly, you're on here twice.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have to use generic MLS forms if you're co-listing, or are you letting the agent in that market do the listing agreement?
The agent in that market does the listing because I'm not licensed in that state.
Right. So there's no generic form we can initiate it.
No,
Okay.
here's what's going to happen. Jalen, where are you licensed?
Tennessee and Alabama.
Okay. So I'm going to go through it one more time. Let's say that I'm talking to a for sale by owner in Alabama. Now I can call them because I have an insurance license, so that legally gives me open territory to call any state. And I'm talking to them about their home, how much is your homeowner's insurance, I'm going to give them a quote, whatever. And as we're talking, I'm going to ask them, because I can, do they have their house listed on MLS? And they say no. Well, why not? Well, because I can, they're going to give me their whole spiel. Well, I've got somebody in Alabama that you should talk to about listing their house. They say, well, if you know somebody, I would be more than happy to. So, okay, well, I got Jay Lynn, and she is a great realtor in Alabama. If you want it sold, she's the person to call. So, and I'm also licensed in Texas too. I just thought I'd throw that out at you. So I call you and I say, Jay Lynn, I've got a listing for you. But here's how I want to do it. I want to do a 50% referral fee. And I want you to give me permission on the listing agreement for me to advertise it in my MLS, so that we both are going to market this listing at the same time. So you sign an agreement on the referral form for me to get 50% on the listing side and to put it on my MLS in Texas. And then any buyers that come through, they're yours. You pay me $0 on the listing. Now, most people, what they're doing is they're doing a 25% referral fee on listings. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. If your MLS will allow you to put listings in other areas, you should be taking advantage of a 50% referral fee.
Yeah, now I see the dialogue. I wasn't too sure how to approach the FSBO with that dialogue. So that helps a lot.
And see, the advantages to them, to the for sale by owner, is that not only can you have it on just one MLS, you can have it on 2 MLSs. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Does anybody, we ran into the problem in Panama City Beach, where we can't put out of area listings in Panama City Beach MLS. Wade, you're shaking your head. What's the deal?
We can't do that either. We can't put out of area listings in our MLS.
That's absolutely.
They're very strict with this, which is why I was trying to figure out how to make your system work here.
So there's no listings outside of the state in your MLS? None at all?
No, sir.
Well, then you're screwed, pretty much.
Yeah. And I checked with our board, and I can put out of area listings in ours.
Oh, good. Okay.
So when are you going to send me a referral?
When you want one. When you want to start. We can start like today. See, I sent Kelly a buyer referral, and I only took 30%. And I'm just waiting for that check to come, Kelly. What are we waiting on? Okay, let me do a screen share so I can go back to the program that I was waiting.
Yeah, that's a great idea. We should do a test pilot program. You could get us a listing in each of our areas, and we'll split it with you.
Oh my God, who said that? Carrie? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, I'm in the Raleigh area.
And I'm licensed in North Carolina, so that's a good thing. Carrie, where are you located? Yo, Carrie. Carrie, can you hear me now? She's muted. Okay. Can y'all see my screen now?
The beach?
The beach, yeah, I'm trying to load this program. Okay, we're gonna go over our time, if y'all don't mind, because I've wasted probably about 5 minutes waiting for this thing to load up. So y'all okay if we go over our 1 hour slot?
That's good, because I missed this part of it on the last sessions we did.
You did?
I did.
What were you doing? Sleeping?
No, I was probably on a buyer call or some important thing.
More important than this stupid thing we're doing. Okay. All right, here we go. I did a sales training with an Allstate agency last week. I was just amazed at how they are so behind the times on what they're doing. They're in Arkansas, by the way. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to set up a search for sale by owners on this program. And I'll give you the name of the program after I'm done, because I don't want y'all to go to the website, and I want you to pay attention to this. So it is coming. Let's pick on a state. Who wants to volunteer their state for looking up for sale by owners?
Tennessee.
That's a great state. FSBO.
I agree.
Tennessee.
What part of Tennessee are you guys from?
Nashville.
Y'all have houses in Tennessee? Y'all have houses with bathrooms?
Chattanooga.
Clarksville.
Oh
I'm originally from Memphis. We moved here into North Carolina for my wife's career.
I'm Fayetteville, Middle Tennessee.
Now, the people in Tennessee, y'all are licensed in the entire state of Tennessee, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So you can sell in all of Tennessee, not just in one city. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All
Yes.
except for Clarksville.
Okay. Kelly,
Yeah, and Chattanooga too.
Kelly, we're going to now mute you.
Hope we have a lot of Tennessee Vols fan in this meet group.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a search for the entire state of Tennessee, because your license says that you can sell in the entire state. We're going to do real estate by owner. If you do get this program, do not do real estate by broker. I don't care what other brokers' listings look like. All I want to know is show me all the listings of all the for sale by owners by owner. So we're going to do a search in Craigslist and Zillow. Let's go ahead and do Backpage. We're not going to do Oodle. We're not going to do Cars. We're not going to do Auto Trader. We're not going to do classified. Well, let's try classified ads and see what they got. We're not going to do eBay Motors. We're not going to do boats.com or Boat Trader. We're only going to do a search for anything posted in the last 1 day. 1 day. And here we go. The beautiful state of Tennessee. So far, we're at 226. 226 ads just for today in the beautiful state of Tennessee. Now, is anybody paying for RedX leads that's on this webinar? Anybody? No? Okay, good. Good answer. Wade, are you paying for RedX?
I used to until I took your course the first time. I promptly canceled them.
Did I verbally abuse you last time?
Yes, sir, you did.
It's not that I hate RedX. I just hate paying money.
No, I understand. I understand. Now I see a lot of rentals in here, and we didn't do any price point. You just did. You just did a general search.
Yeah, I'm gonna change that in a minute. I gotta wait
All
for
right.
this thing to load, and then we're gonna go back and update it.
Okay.
Now, can you export this to a spreadsheet then?
See, señorita. I'm gonna show you how to do it. Okay, so for 1 day, I've got 281 leads. So now I need to change the categories. Oh, okay, here we go. So we're going to do a minimum price range. What do you think? 100,000? Y'all good with that? Is that 100? Okay, good. Housing type. Let's look for just houses. Now, this is in addition to doing Craigslist.org. This is kind of a different system. You can do this, or you can do your search through Craigslist. I like this because I can download this on a CSV file, then load it into my calling system that I've got. So I'm going to go in and update this. Zillow.
Do you leave the duplicates to yes?
Where's the duplicates at?
Right under Craigslist.org bundle duplicates, it says yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't want duplicates. You only want it showing up one time.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Robert,
Yes, ma'am. Well, hold on. I'll tell you when we're done. I don't want you looking at the website yet. Okay, so now we set up, what we did is we updated the search. So the next time you run it, it'll use the updated search with the minimum price range. When you first set it up, you got to do everything. So, so here's what happens.
How do you pull out the houses for rent, or do you still call those anyway because they may want to sell?
Yeah, sure you can. Why not? Why not call them? Because you could ask the seller, have you thought about selling instead of renting? If it's an investor, they're not going to want to sell it. They're going to want to keep getting rental income from it. But this is pulling Zillow leads. So what happens is that after you have pulled in all of your one, I'm going to go down to Craigslist so I can show you something. Oh shoot, it's still running the search. Let's go back down here. Okay, there we go. House for sale. So you got 309 houses. Oh my God, Zillow, go away. Hold on. There we go. There's one in Nashville. Okay, so here is land in Nashville or Huntington. And so what happens is you click on the show contact information, and you got to click on that. And then it shows the contact information. And then once you've selected all the ones that you want to download, you'll just simply, of course it needs to be in red, you'll simply check mark the ones that you want to download by doing this. And then you hit this right here and you export results. So I'm only going to export the selected items.
So Robert, question?
Yeah.
So before you do the export, you have to go in there and click the numbers, right?
Yes, or you can export the entire list. But what I like to do is I like to look at them because I don't want to export everything. I want to see only the ones that I want to call. In other words,
my list, when I exported it, didn't show the numbers because I went through there and looked to see which ones were just junk ones. Mm-hmm. And selected the ones, but I didn't click on the show their info, and it didn't transfer their numbers.
Okay, then here's what you got to do. When you come up to this right here, it's going to ask you, how do you want to format this? So you want to do the contact name. You don't want to do stock because that's going to be a car. Zip code, phone number, email address. I do want the add URL. Put the add URL in there because what'll happen is when you run your CSV on Excel, it'll show the URL, then you can click on it and get the phone number later and then go in and add that later. Does that make sense? Then you hit export, which I'm not going to do, and it'll pull up a CSV file that you can download into your CRM and start calling these people. Now,
Rob.
Yes, ma'am.
So you call daily, you call like 5 days a week, say, or something?
Yes.
7?
Yes.
Okay. So would you say, how long would you say it takes you to do your lists, pull scrub, whatever, download, import, is it like an hour like of work to get it ready? I'm just trying to do,
It's
because
probably
if I take,
it's probably going to take about an hour.
okay.
An hour to
So,
go through this.
okay.
But don't forget that I'm also doing backup stuff like Google Alerts, and I'm doing the Craigslist search. So I've got many things working at the same time. Then what I do is I take this information, download it into a program I'm using called salesdialers.com. SalesDialers.com. Sales Dialers. I download.
Robo.
It's like a robocaller, except the difference is that I can do 4 lines, a 4-line dialer. It does automatic emails after I hang up, or if I leave a voicemail, it'll send out an automatic email. And I can pre-record a voicemail to leave on their voicemail if I get their voicemail. And it's $110. It's $110 a month for 4 lines.
Okay.
Which I thought was a better deal than Mojo.
Yeah, that is a good deal. Because is this stuff, I mean, if you're setting up alerts, that's different, you know, for sure. But otherwise, is this stuff pretty much the same that you would be paying, even though you're getting it for free versus paying someone like RedX or Vulcan 7 or whatever? Are you getting the same people?
Well,
like,
first of all,
it's the same expireds and FSBOs.
I've never paid for RedX because I don't believe in it. What's different about doing the Google Alerts and doing this is it's pulling information daily, and not everybody and their brother is getting the same information. In fact, I had a lady from a real estate company that y'all have heard of. I won't name the company, but she asked, why would I get rid of RedX? Because it's pulling the same information. And I asked her, I said, how many people do you think are subscribed to RedX? And she said, I don't know. I said, well, let's just take a number. She said, well, you tell me. I said, no, we're not going to use my numbers. Let's use your numbers. And she said, okay, I would say probably 1,000 people are subscribed to RedX, which I think is a very low number. I said, okay, out of those 1,000 people, how many people do you think are really using it and calling people? And she said, 500 maybe. I said, okay, so if you have 500 realtors calling the same people, how effective do you think your phone calls are going to be if that many people are calling a for sale by owner? I would rather have information that maybe not everybody's getting so that I can be the only one calling them. And that's where I think getting my information free, yes, it does take a little bit longer than just, depending on RedX to send me that stuff. First of all, my information is free. And second of all, I'm getting alerts every time they hit the internet. Google Alerts is free. That's a free system. But if you want to pay for leads, I'd say keep paying for them. For me, I'm not going to pay for leads. Never have, never will. Okay.
Hey, Robert, I have a quick question.
Yes, sir.
As far as the Google Alerts, if you're in a county like Miami that has so many cities within the county, within Miami-Dade County, is it better to separate the different cities, or would you just filter out to Miami?
Okay, Pablo,
Yeah.
You're licensed in Florida, right?
Correct.
You're licensed in the entire state of Florida or just Miami?
No, entire state of Florida.
So that means that you can sell houses in the entire state.
Yeah, no, I would refer it out, let's say for somebody in Tallahassee, refer it out to an EXP agent. So,
And how much would you ask for a referral?
25% referral.
Oh my God, were you sleeping the last 30 minutes?
Biddy.
Then I'll ask for more.
Pablo, did you understand what I said about asking for a 50% referral and then referring it out to another realtor and then you put it on your MLS?
I did hear that part. Yes.
So why would you want to give up 25% of your commission?
Yeah, I totally agree.
Go after the entire state.
Okay.
But to answer your question, if you're going to set up a Google alert, you can do it however you want. You can do Google alert for sale by owner Miami. You can do Google alert for different cities if you want to do it that way. It's up to you how you want to do it.
Okay. Understandable.
Didn't mean to jump on you, but got to make sure that you heard what I said.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, the name of this company is called CubixSolutions.com. CubixSolutions.com. The cost of this program is $29 per year. I know, cheap, isn't it? $29 per year. So there's also other stuff on here that I didn't show y'all. You can set up auto emails so that every time something's posted, you can auto email them directly to the seller. Like you could do an auto email as soon as they post, you could have an email go directly to the seller and say, do you have a seller's disclosure? You can email me. I mean, there's many things you can do on this program that's pretty sweet. But what you got to do is you got to limit how many emails you're going to send out per hour, because if you don't, Craigslist will block your IP address. So you can set up auto emails every time something is posted. Also, another thing about this is it won't show duplicate posts. A lot of investors will post an ad today, and then they'll post the same ad using different wording tomorrow. And what happens is this program will identify it based on the account that it's coming from. It'll only show the one posting for that property. Okay, any questions on that?
Does it work on Macs as well? Because it looks like it's only for a Windows machine.
There is if you go to Kubix Solutions, when you download it, they've got a different download for Macs and a download for the normal computers. I call them normal computers. I'm not a Mac user. And I know Mac people are very different. You know, y'all are very gung-ho on your Macs, which is okay. My son's like that. We argue about Macs all the time.
Nothing to argue about.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Somebody had a question.
Robert.
Thanks.
This is Tina. Quick, not question, but this is really a statement. So all these people who are talking about, I got all these leads coming in. I got all these leads. Is this what they're talking? Because I think I've been chasing something that really is not 100% accurate. I'm like, where are these leads? Where are these leads? So this is what they're referring to.
Who are they?
Different realtors when they, I got like 50, 150. I got so many leads. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with them. Where?
I don't know where they're getting their information from. I really don't. I mean, that's hard to give you an answer on such a general question.
I just feel like as a new realtor, I've just been chasing something that maybe this is what it is, and I can pull all this in and say I got all these leads today.
Tina, can you afford $29 a year?
Yes.
I would get this. And even if you can't afford $29 a year, you can do a workaround and set up a search on Craigslist and do a safe search. You can do a Google Alerts. Both of those are free. You don't even have to spend $29. I mean, there's so many different ways to get names and telephone numbers. That's why I have such a hard time paying for leads, because I know different ways on getting the same information that you're paying for. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I guess I've just been chasing something that I've already been, I don't know. So I guess I'm getting my own, at the answer, my own question answered.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now for the next, wow, 10:56. What the hell? Y'all mind if we go till about like 11:10? Are y'all okay with that?
Yeah.
If you got to go, just go and you'll get a video. You'll get a recording anyway.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I like to end each session with a little role playing. I think role playing is a beautiful thing. And we're going to pick on Michelle because she has a listing appointment to go to on an expired. Is that right?
On a FSBO.
Oh, even better. My favorite topic. So let's set the stage up to find out who your guinea pig is going to be. The for sale owner, how did you get their name and telephone number?
Actually, they put their sign in the ground next door to a house that I sold.
That's awesome.
And my client called me up and said, hey. So then I telephoned that phone number and said, hey, listen, this is Michelle with my agency. And
thank you for not saying.
You're looking, huh?
Thank you for not saying who you're with.
Understand you're looking to sell your house. Look, I want to bring some buyers and get your house sold. Just wanted to find out if you would pay the agent commission if you're willing to work with me.
And she said?
Yes. And I said, perfect. I said, do you mind if I stop by and preview the home? And then this way I have about 3 to 5 buyers for you.
Okay, here's what I want you to do. I had a listing agent for me that did something that I've never heard of before. And he told me he was going to do this. And I thought about it and I'm thinking, I like that idea. That is such a great idea. So what I want you to do is I want you to take a clipboard and make a list of different things like, there you go, like kitchen. And then put a line beside it. And you're going to give each room a number.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is you're going to have this, I'm going to use a magazine to show the effect. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through the house and you're going to look at different stuff and you're going to put a number. Don't let the seller see what you're writing down.
Okay.
Go to each room. And so now you're at the living room and you're going to now make notes about the living room that they need to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you go through this whole list of every room, the seller is going to want to see what you're writing. She'll probably ask you, what are you writing down? And you say, I'm making notes about your house.
Okay.
Because it's not on MLS. I don't want to forget.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you're done with the entire list, you ask the seller if you can use her bathroom.
Okay.
You take your what's it
My
called?
list.
Their list.
Clipboard.
Turn it over and put it on the kitchen counter.
Okay.
And make note before you walk away exactly the position of that binder.
Okay.
And when you go to the bathroom, don't rush because there's a reason that you're not going to rush. The seller, because you've laid this binder down, is curious. What in the world did she write? And she's probably going to go to see what you wrote. So from that point on, where you just left it down and you come back to the binder, you look at your clipboard. Now we're going to role play from here. Okay?
Okay.
The person that I'm going to pick on for role playing for this session is Wade. Yes, Wade, you're the guinea pig for today.
I'm here.
Wade, you are the hard ass. Don't trust realtors because they're all slime balls and all they care about is putting a sign up and praying that it sells. So Michelle left her clipboard on the kitchen counter, and of course because we know how you are, you went and peeked at that clipboard while she was in the bathroom. Even though she put it face down and you weren't supposed to look at it, you peeked, like most for sale by owners would do. So Michelle, take it over from here.
I have a question for you.
Oh my God.
I just wrote down any numbers, no rhyme or reason. I'm just writing.
On a scale of 1 to 10. So you basically rated each room based on sellability.
Okay, thank you. That's what I thought we were doing. Just wanted to make sure.
And you make notes about each room. So the seller saw it, but you don't know that yet.
Okay, so I've now come back out.
Yes, okay, take it over from here.
Hey, Wade, just to wrap it up, do you have any questions for me? Any concerns as I prepare to share your property's information with my buyers?
Yes, so tell me exactly who these buyers are.
I do not disclose the buyer's names. That's, Privacy Act. So you may be here when I show the property. That's perfectly fine. I do have these buyers. I do know what they are looking for. Our inventory is low. So I do believe that there would be some interest in your property.
So this is not just a bait and switch where because I've had other agents say they have buyers, but they really don't have buyers. They just want to try to come and list the property. But now you're telling me you can't tell me who they are, but yet you do have them?
I do have buyers. As a matter of fact, I sold the house next door. And if you noticed,
yeah, but they don't need this house. So I understand you sold that house, but they don't need this house. So
well, they're not going to be able to see your house unless I bring them here. And I also noticed that you're only listed as for sale by owner with a sign in your yard. You are not listed anywhere else. So I have the ability to bring you some buyers as we have low inventory. And I'm a buyer's agent, so I have a large database of buyers.
I mean, I can. How tough do you want me to be on this? Because I don't trust agents
Remember, you saw her list.
Yeah.
You saw her list while she was in the bathroom.
So I guess I could pivot to that and say, hey, so I noticed you were taking notes on my house. What do you think about my house? Am I priced right?
I believe that you're priced in a reasonable range. Again, we need to listen to the buyers. I could make some recommendations to help you out on the saleability of the home. I'd be happy to help you with that. I am also happy to help you market your home on my social media page, if you would allow me to do so.
I'm going to have to time out.
Okay.
Michelle, you've never been to one of my for sale by owner classes, have you?
No.
Okay. Here's my words of wisdom for you.
Yes, sir.
Can I be just totally blunt?
Well, you gotta, because I have an appointment in an hour and a half.
Okay, good. You're talking way too much.
Okay. I'm nervous right now because I don't know Wade.
Okay. See, and you don't know the seller either, just you're fixing to go visit either. So
I actually kind of know them. I kind of do.
All right. So yeah. Here's my words of wisdom. Anytime Wade asks you a question, he is taking control away from you with a question. So what Wade's doing is he's taking over by asking you a question. You're answering his questions. So what you've got to do is you've got to turn this thing around
and ask him a question.
No, listen. You answer his question with a question.
Mm-hmm.
So let me be the realtor with Wade.
Okay.
Wade, don't be a wuss. Let me have it. I'm serious.
Okay.
As hard as you want to go.
Okay.
You will not offend me. I'm Italian. I grew up in an Italian family. Verbal abuse is what I'm used to. Okay?
Okay.
So I come out of the bathroom.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got to get my legal pad. All right, so Wade, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. What do you? I took a pic of your sheet because I was curious, and I was.
Whoa! You looked at my binder?
Yes, sir. Hey, it's my house. I'm interviewing agents.
It is your house.
So, just curious as to what those numbers mean.
What do you think the numbers mean?
I guess it looks like you were rating my house room by room, depending on what the condition of the rooms.
So what did you think about the numbers that you saw?
I thought you were pretty accurate on those. I noticed you scored the master bedroom a low number, and it looks like it. I know the carpet in there needs to be replaced.
So what do you plan to do about the carpet?
I'm probably just going to wait and see what kind of feedback we get from the buyers who come in. I wouldn't want to put carpet in and someone want hardwood, or I put hardwood in and someone want carpet. So I'm just going to kind of wait and see, or maybe put a carpet allowance or something. I don't know yet, but I'm not going to do anything right now.
Wade, how many houses have you sold before on your own?
This will actually be my second house. I sold one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Wade, I've been doing this now for 19 years. I've sold over 1,000 houses in 19 years. Who do you think has more experience in selling a house, me or you? And I'm not trying to be condescending. It's an honest question. Who do you think has more experience?
Oh, for sure, you do.
Okay, so do you understand the personality types of buyers?
I have to come at it from not my realtor head. Not really.
So usually people that buy a house is a husband and wife. You have one person that's visual and one person that's not. So you have one person that you're dealing with in a married couple that can look at walls and see pink walls and say, oh, we can paint this room. You have the other person who looks at a wall and says, oh my God, it's pink. I'm not buying this house. Do you think that's possible when you're dealing with buyers?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So what do you think the problem is with you trying to sell your house on your own?
The problem?
Yeah.
Probably just getting the word out.
So getting exposure.
Yes.
And how many places are you advertising your house for sale?
Zillow, Craigslist, newspaper, Sun and Yard, telling friends, social media.
So you got it on maybe 4 places.
Yeah, social media and telling friends. And
so here's my question. How do you expect to sell your house if you're keeping it a secret?
Don't know.
If you did know, what would it be?
I guess I'm just trying to make sure I come out with it what I need to make on it.
So what you walk away with is important to you.
Absolutely.
So what's more important? What you walk away with at closing or what you pay in commissions?
The bottom line, what I walk away with.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
So since you're doing this by yourself, you obviously don't want to pay commissions, but yet you just told me what you walk away with is most important. So if I listed your house at, say, 10% commission and you got what you could walk away with, what do you care about, the 10% or what you walk away with?
I guess if I was honest with myself, it'd be what I walk away with.
Okay.
Although I think agents are getting paid too much. I just don't see the value of 10%.
I agree with you 100%. I think there's a lot of realtors out there that put up a sign and pray that it sells. The good thing is you're not talking to one of them. You're talking to somebody who's going to advertise them on about 5,000 websites, as opposed to your 4 that you're advertising your house on.
5,000 websites. How are you going to do that?
Well, I can't tell you that until after we agree that you're going to let me help you sell your house.
So I just have to trust you that you're going to have 5,000 sites to put my.
Do you know the neighbors next door?
Yeah,
Do you see the sold sign in their yard?
I do.
How much trust do you think they have in me right now?
Yeah, a lot, I guess.
So again, which is more important? What you walk away with at closing or what you pay in commissions?
Know what I walk away with for sure.
Perfect. So here's what we need to do. I've got some paperwork. Let's fill out this paperwork. You sign it. I'll put up a sign. I'll put up a lot box. We'll get pictures taken, and we'll start marketing this thing all over the world. Are you ready?
I want to see what my bottom line is going to be. Can you
Okay.
you got a seller net sheet for me?
I'll work on that. Okay, so let's back up. So Michelle, I probably did way more on this first close than you would have done. So here's what I want you to understand. You've got to take control by asking questions. Because when I was listening to you talk to Wade, after about the first sentence, I got bored. Whenever you're talking to a for sale by owner, you got to remember the personality type that you're talking to. They're a type A. All they care about is the bottom line. Don't give me a bunch of word salad. Just tell me, what are you getting to? That's what kind of personality you're usually dealing with. The only way to combat against it for sale by owner is you've got to take control and just get them as little information as possible. They ask you a question, answer the question, don't elaborate.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does. I think I only have about 10 minutes with them anyhow, really.
Perfect. Take the clipboard.
Okay.
I promise you, it's crazy. When my listing agent used to do this, he told me about it, and I said, let me know what happens. And he started getting listings out the butt. It was crazy what he was doing.
Now, they are not advertising anywhere. They're not on Craigslist. They're not on Zillow. They're not doing anything. So I appreciated the fact that you said, I can advertise your information on 5,000 websites. You know,
so you know how we're doing that, right? Do you know how it's getting on 5,000 websites? I mean, some of you are going, 5,000, how are you doing that?
No, I've got like 300 through List Hub, but I don't have 5,000.
Okay, so here's my question. When it goes on realtor.com, where does it go then?
Out to the world, to the planet.
It goes to every brokerage too that have an IDX exchange. So that means that it's going to be picked up by every realtor with every company on their website. Remax, Coldwell Bankers, Keller Williams, EXP, Briggs Freeman. I mean, I could just keep going. The number of places that it's going to hit is about, realistically, 5,000. If you just think about how many realtors are getting a feed from realtor.com. So realistically, you can say that. You probably can't support it by websites. If they ask, tell me what websites, well, what I would tell them is, tell me what websites. No, I'm not going to give you that information. Not until I represent you as a listing agent. Okay, so that was fun.
Thank you.
You bet. Today's homework.
Fun for some of us.
Do what now?
It's fun for some of us.
Hey, you had a chance to go hard on me and you wimped out. Okay. He's laughing at me now.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
If you're doing this all over the phone and you're far from the houses, because I mean, I thought you, even in your area, you don't actually go to the houses.
No.
So how are you going through the houses and giving advice?
I don't.
And they don't say, you don't need to see my home. You're not coming over.
They asked me, do you need to see my home? I've seen pictures. You've got it on Zillow or Craigslist. Is there anything else I need to see?
And if these people are savvy and have sold houses before, aren't they used to people coming over and feeling like that's important, that you look and tell them? Like, isn't there a lot of conversation around that you're trying to get around?
Typically not. When they understand that this is the age of the internet, that I really physically don't have to go out there, they'll be okay with it. Remember, these are not your typical sellers. These are for sell by owners. They're bottom line thinkers. Tell me what I got to do, get my house sold, and let's quit talking to each other.
Okay, so the expireds, I mean, because you do those too, and you're not going to them either. So they're the same.
I don't. No.
You don't go to
Go
their
to their
house.
house. No.
So it's the same conversation when they ask, "Are you coming over?" You're saying exactly.
Remember, this class is about for sale by owners. These are for sale by owners and expireds. These are X for sale by owners who went expired. Not just your typical expireds, but your former for sale by owners who listed with a flat fee, then expired. So it's still a for sale by owner. They just happen to expire on MLS.
So all of what we're learning is that all of these lists that we're pulling, they all had that same situation. They were for sale. They were with a flat broker. They were for sale. No, some are just for sale by owners, right? No flat broker.
Yeah. We're doing both. We're talking about for sale by owners, and we're talking about expireds that used to be for sale by owners.
To be FSBOs. Okay. And then you just send over like everyone boots on the ground, like someone to go put a lockbox because you don't go there. Yep.
We're going to go over that next week.
Okay. Sorry.
We still have 3 more weeks to go.
I'm so curious. Sorry. It's like a magic trick how someone could do that. I just can't. I'm like, wow. I'm excited to find out.
You know why you've never done it? You've never asked.
I never comprehended that you even could. So it sounds lovely.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so this week's homework, if you choose to get Cubic Solutions, that program for $29, I'm not saying you have to, but if you choose to do this, your homework is to tell me how many for sale by owners you pulled from this Craigslist search through Cubic Solutions in 1 week. I want to hear the number that you got in 1 week. Okay? Do not run just your city. Run the entire state that you're licensed in. For those of you that are licensed in multiple states, Lynn, you're going to run both states because you have a license to sell in both states. We will worry about how to go after these people in the next class. All I want to hear is how many names you were able to pull in a 1 week's period. So that is from today until next Thursday. Also, I want to plug one more thing. I am teaching a class right now every Wednesday on how to build a huge team. It's free. Yesterday was our first class. You missed it.
How do I know about this?
You didn't ask me. I wait. Look, this thing right here. So
you didn't give us a heads up.
Hey,
I know it's kind of a last.
Thank you, Sherry.
I'm mad now.
Sherry, I thought you loved me. You don't love me no more?
Your 2 favorites don't even know about it. What's up with that?
Hell. Okay, so here's what I'll do. When I send the link to today's video, I'll also include the Zoom invite thing so you can register and attend that. But it's good stuff. I'm teaching you how to build a huge team, not just in your city, but in multiple states. Crazy. Okay, so that is it. Y'all have a good week, and we will talk to you hopefully next Wednesday. That means you get to see me twice a week. This is awesome.
Oh, be careful what you ask for.
I know. I'm kind of scared.
Thank you.
I know, because I've got 2 screens of you right now. Wait till you see this video.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, see y'all later. Bye-bye now.
Thanks, guys.